Welcome everyone to another video with focus on sharing my joy of jelly printing. Today's session has no plan. I was recording for 90 minutes and ended up with about 30-minute long video. I have cut out all the part where I'm rubbing the paper, taking off the excess paint, letting it dry, and what wasn't cut out is at 4x speed. So I started with some stencils and wet tissue paper, which started tearing up. So you will see me switching to Japanese bargain paper, which is still fairly thin and perfect for jelly printing, yet it is strong and sturdy, and then if you use it in collage, it goes on like a dream. So here you can see the beautiful grunge on the plate. Just something like this, I could take it off with gel medium and it would be a beautiful semi-transparent paper. In this video, you will see me going beyond point of stopping. There will be several points where I have a beautiful print, which would be worth saving, yet I keep going because I look at it as a tutorial and I want to show you as many tricks as possible. You may notice that the camera is zooming in and out, and this is something I have already dealt with, so please stay with me. This will not happen in the next videos. This is a stencil. This was a 12x12 stencil. I have cut up in smaller pieces to get more use out of it. Again, lots of rubbing, taking off all that excess paint. Applying Liquitex fluid acrylic, which has a high water content, and that means that it separates. And I will help this process even more by taking some of the paint off with wrinkly paper. I placed a print, fairly dark print, on the other side to see what would happen if the next layer will be dark. I didn't like that. And you can see it now on a light background, and that's much better. I have decided to add more blue to it. This step was absolutely unnecessary and didn't do anything. Quinacridone magenta. At this point, I'm working on the back. You will see very little on the print from this. So I just put it on quickly. You see, you don't see very much in the back there. Green gold. Jazzing it up And now this was a good learning lesson for me because I grabbed a yellow paint which is transparent, and I'm using white which is opaque. And when I realized that I thought, oh, what if the transparent one pulls the paint in the same manner as the opaque? So that's why I mixed it all together as much as possible. You see, when you pull it off prematurely, you are left with lots of paint on the gel plate. But that's really interesting. It's worth playing with. You get some fantastic images because half of the paint is on the gel plate, half of it is on the paper. You get two beautiful prints out of one. And then, of course, you're gonna keep going and going. All right? I pulled it off, and there's some grunge left on the plate. This wouldn't happen if I let it dry for much longer time. So this grunge is worth saving, and I'm looking what would happen if I applied to another images, which is why I got this crazy idea to use this print, which was very good to start with. Didn't need anything, but it was here. It was at my hand. I just grabbed it. So this is what happened. You will be judge. Please let me know in the comment if I did improve it or ruin it. Of course, how can you ruin a piece of paper? So I applied it with gel medium. This is something I do a lot because I keep layering prints. So this is certainly interesting. Now this one is pretty good as it is, and you will see me. And once again, did I ruin it? Did I improve it? It doesn't matter. It's just piece of paper. We are all having good time. I hope you are. I had when I was doing this. So here you can see how you can add paint in just spot-wise. And now we're gonna add some interest to it. So whenever I have a print which I want to add some interest to or story, I take a stencil and I glue it to that image. Or glue it. I just place it on the image like this while it's still wet. My favorite tool in jelly printing are baby wipes. I do lots of washing of dirty paper. So I'm left with white grunge on the plate, and I got the crazy idea, and that was to try the transparent paint to pull off the acrylic paint that was left on the plate. Unfortunately, I pulled it off too soon and it didn't pull it off, so now I have yellow ocean And I still have more yellow on the plate, plus the grunge I started with. So that was a good lesson. Okay, so what are we gonna do with the yellow? Put it there. But it's dry already, so we need something wet. This was a move that I regretted later. But as you can see, this is a really interesting process, because now we see something beautiful emerging on the back side of the paper. Something that could be used in collage, just like the other side. And this one is beautiful too. I could take gel medium and pull it off just like that, but of course I would have the yellow in the front. Here you can see the image through the paper. So you can see the layers in the opposite direction, front to back, back to front. All right, not bad, but I wasn't happy. This would be a good stopping point, but I didn't. I wanted to fix it. So I thought add something like copper, and I grabbed some dried botanicals. I didn't, the effect wasn't worth it. We'll see in a second. Didn't do much. It's certainly better, but I wasn't happy. Started washing it off again. Now I feel I need something else, something darker. Now I'm looking, trying to decide if I should stop here and use it in collage, small piece, but decided to keep going just to be able to show you another tricks. Beautiful grunge. I was considering placing it on that, but it wouldn't work because applying gel medium to a Japanese bargain paper, I think it's too thin. I think I would end up with a tissue paper that would be glued to the gel plate and difficult to take off. Although it would be beautiful effect because it would tear up, and I could pull it off with another layers of more paint, on and on and on we go. Well, here I actually started on a new image. Now we are coming to another stopping point. This was This was nice right here. And I wish I took, I scanned the image before I continued working with it. I really like it as it is now. And I'm lucky that I will have a video from which I can take a snapshot. So it's not like it's the history. I don't like that part. It's too solid. And I will show you how I have solved that little issue, that little imperfection. So first I added some yellow on the other side. And now I want to break it up, that solid part on the left side. And I am spraying it up with water. And what happens when you spray a gel plate with acrylic paint on? The paint will start separate. That's when the paint is still wet. Mine was dry, so it didn't really do much. So I'm trying to remove it, and now I'm scratching at it with my fingers, creating openings so that I can see the layer, that paint that will come next. I will take it off with white paint and put it on cardstock. I like cardstock for multi-layered printing. Now this is another possible stopping point. Of course, I didn't stop here. Now back to this one. Still want to fix it. So I'm applying some dark paint. Using stencils to create some interest. Better, but still needs more dark. Pushing the paint against the edge of the cardstock to get a crisp line, again for added interest. Much better, not done yet. Now I want to add something there. Trying to find the right place. And this is the fluid acrylic. You can see it separating. It's a nice effect. Yeah, that helped, not enough. Put more paint on and take it off. This was a paper that was supposed to take off the excess paint. I just keep playing with it because, hey, it's interesting. Why not? Why not just play? What are we gonna do with this grunge? See, I'm gonna end up putting it on that print. But not before I give it some more interest. I'm gonna cut off the edges to make sure that I place that paper on the plate exactly where it needs to go. And now gloss gel medium, rubbing it good into the paint to make sure it's saturated with the paint and that it will leave me with a clean plate. No more grunge because we want to bring the session to an end. In meantime, I had a crazy idea to show you another trick. This was just simply to show you what you can do with your prints after they are already pulled off the plate. It just can go on endlessly with transparent paints, pens, pencils. This is the beauty of abstract art. You just can keep going on and on and on, breaking up and building, breaking down and building up and breaking down and building up. Now we're gonna fix this excess paper because it's worth saving and using in collage, or I can always continue printing on it. Now this one needs a little touch up too, just because we are waiting for that other one to dry. We can as well play some more. So please let me know in the comment, let me know what you think about this jelly madness. See, I'm waving my hand, wanting to end this video. At this point, it was 80 degrees Fahrenheit in the room, and the paint was drying very fast. Now checking the other end, that one too needs some more gel medium. Yeah, let it dry some more. This is the final result. This is the Japanese bargain paper. This is the print we created in the process. And this is the fish world, which was originally blue. And this is the one we overprinted, or I overprinted. So, thank you for watching. If you made it to this point, you are officially my kind of curious. Thank you for hanging out through all these layers. Bye-bye.